Are looking more into the helicopter itself involved in the crash. Our Kelsey Soto is joining us now with what she's found out on that. Kelsey?
Well, good evening to you. Let's talk first a little about the aircraft. This particular helicopter was built back in 1990. It's a Bell 206. Its tail number is November 230AE. That chopper was used several times yesterday morning, including a few trips in a triangular pattern, starting off at their base there in Grant County, then on to Frankfort Regional Medical Center and heading towards Lexington's UK Chandler Hospital, then back to their hub in Williamstown. Based on its flight pattern, that pilot was preparing to land at the football field you see there nearby and was on its final approach. The FAA has preliminarily said they believe, based on evidence at the scene and reports from witnesses, the blades hit guy wires connected to that radio tower. We are told that pilot was extremely experienced. As for the company, Air Evac Life Team is the largest independently owned and operated membership-supported air ambulance service in the U.S., with more than 150 mutually supporting bases across 18 states. Records show this particular aircraft was involved in a rough landing back in 2005 in Texas. The helicopter had some damage and its engine was removed and sent to the factory for an examination and test run. FAA inspectors said no discrepancies were noted, so it is still unclear why there was a loss of power that day. 3 people were on board, but none of them were injured. An initial report into yesterday's crash is expected to be released by the NTSB after 30 days, and then a final report is expected within 12 to 24 months.